Why were you vaccinated against various diseases soon after you were born? Why do you visit the doctor when you fall ill? Illnesses affect our health and make us weak. So we try to avoid falling ill by having vaccination. Even after taking the necessary precautions, if we fall ill, we tend to rush to the doctor for an immediate cure. Similarly, weeds growing in fields affect the health of crops and make them weak. So farmers try to prevent them from growing in the fields. And if they still grow along with the crop, they try and eradicate them as early as possible. What are weeds, and how do they affect the growth of crops? Let's find out. Weeds are unwanted plants that grow in fields along with the crop. Some commonly found weeds are xanthium, parthenium, cyperinus rotundus, amaranthus, wild oat, couchgrass, and chenopodium. Why is it important to prevent the growth of weeds in a field? Most weeds grow very fast, and at times they grow faster than the main crop. They compete with the growing crop for space, water, and nutrients. This competition and sharing of limited resources results in a weak crop. Wild mustard is a weed that grows with wheat crops. These weeds take more nitrogen from the soil than the wheat crop does, thus depriving the crop of essential nutrients and reducing the fertility of the soil. So it is very important to eradicate weeds to ensure a healthy crop and conserve essential soil nutrients. The process of removing weeds from a field is called weeding. Weeding can be done manually or with the help of chemicals. Farmers begin the process of cultivation by plowing their fields. During plowing, the existing weeds get uprooted and mix with the soil. Here, they decompose and serve as fertilizers. Special care is taken to choose and sow only good quality seeds without seeds of wheat plants. Such seeds are certified as weed-free seeds. Despite all these precautions, some weeds may still find their way into the fields. Before these weeds start flowering, some farmers remove them manually by uprooting them, or by cutting them very close to the ground using a trowel or a harrow. This manual method of weeding has its advantages and disadvantages. Can you identify them? As the weeds are individually uprooted, this process is very effective in eradicating them from a field. However, the process is very time-consuming and laborious. Sometimes the farmer may accidentally cut or uproot a plant along with the weeds. The appliances for weed removal are made of iron, so they require regular maintenance to prevent them from rusting. A faster and less laborious alternative to manual weeding is the use of chemicals. The chemicals used to destroy weeds are called weedicides or herbicides. These chemicals are dissolved in water and then sprayed over the crops. Specific chemicals are used which destroy only the weeds and leave the main crop unharmed. Some of the commonly used weedicides are 2,4-D, dapalon, cyziazine, and metolachlor. The use of weedicides can affect our health as well as that of the farmer. Can you explain how? While spraying, if the chemical comes into contact with the farmer's skin, it can cause irritation of the ear, nose, and throat. Contact with chemicals can also cause the farmer to choke. Weedicides are poisonous chemicals, so if we consume food crops without washing them, they can affect our health, and some can also affect our health even after proper washing and cooking. These days, biological methods are being used to eradicate weeds. Cochineal insects attack a specific weed called opuntia, or prickly pear, so they are used in fields to destroy these weeds. Biological agents, including bacteria, fungi, and viruses, are used in the production of bioherbicides to destroy weeds.